Yeah. Oh my god, this
say
fake card swipe.
faking.
Okay.
Okay, I'm doing card swipe. What?
Bro, this kid's faking card swipe. Okay, lime. Wait,
How?
no. Lime, faked, card, swipe.
I can't fake card swipe. Okay, anyways, that's for our first tip. Basically, you can't know if people are faking card
Right,
swipe.
don't fake someone fake card swipe. It can take several tries to mess up, because if you're wrong, it makes you success, because the whole goal of imposter is actually to blame other people, like innocent people.
Yeah, exactly. So if don't say someone fake card swipe, because it's just sad. All right.
And even if you do get it right, it's gonna annoy the heck out of everyone. Even the people like
Exactly.
they want a longer game. In Among Us, people don't want a game that lasts 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, they want a game that lasts longer than that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just don't. You can't. No. All right, let's call emergency. No, why not?
Bro, what?
Hey guys.
Bro, you called it to say
How
hey,
are you guys?
dude. Come on, man. Bruh. Yeah, so basically if you call an emergency meeting and don't talk or don't give a reason why you called the meeting, like stop doing that, because depending on who you're playing with, people might suspect you or kick you or the worst, ban you. So I recommend like stop doing this.
Yeah, just don't do that. It's dumb. Alright, hey Green, come watch me do garbage and storage.
Okay.
Come with me.
Better not kill me though, I swear. Stand from a distance.
See, now you can see I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Do you have any visual tasks?
Yeah. I don't have it.
Alright, yeah, so you know I'm safe now.
Yeah.
So anyways, if visual tasks are on, try to remember who did visual tasks so you know who's safe. If you watch others, it can help you figure out who the imposter is.
Right, because the imposter isn't going to have any tasks, especially not visual tasks.
Also, just because someone says they don't have a visual task, that doesn't mean they're sus, they probably just don't have one.
Right, but it makes them more sus than anyone who did a visual, because visual automatically means you are a crewmate.
That's true, yeah. If you
stuff like trash or scan or shields or weapons, and any of the other tasks, those are not visual tasks. And although you can tell from those if they're crewmate too, if the taskbar goes up. Although you cannot be 100% sure from those, because sometimes what people like will do is they'll like fake a task and then someone else's like for someone else across the ship that you might not see doing tasks, it might actually be for them and not for the person faking. So I mean, you really can't tell. Oh my god, green vet.
No,
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 oh
it's not nothing.
Oh my god, no, he's chasing me. Oh my god, no.
You didn't see anything, okay?
No, oh no.
What happened?
Bro, what do you mean? You saw that? It's vented.
What are you talking about?
Bro, you just vented.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I was cleaning the vents, okay?
That's not a task.
It is. It's a new task, I think.
No, bro, I wouldn't know, okay? It's not a task, trust me. It's lime.
It's not me.
Bro, it's you. Yeah, okay, so basically for that one, never ever vent in front of someone, even if you're trolling, it's still kind of dumb, like, because sometimes what you can do is you think you're trolling and you think you're gonna get to cafe to kill them in time. Sometimes what happens is, like, theoretically, what if you, like, lock the doors, then you, like, to, like, the place that you vented to, and then you have to go, so, like, if you're trying to vent to medbay to catch up to them, right, and you lock the doors accidentally, like, just, this is in theory, I've actually seen people do this, like, you should never, ever vent in front of someone, unless you sound, the only time I would vent in front of someone is just to troll them, and that only applies when there's 3 people left, and, like, if you do a sabotage, but other than that, don't do that.
Alright, let's look at cams. I'm totally looking at cams.
Huh, let's see,
You can see,
oh my god, I think he's waiting for his kill go down, oh my god, what is he doing? Oh my god, is he looking? No, he's not. Oh my god.
All I'm doing is just looking at cams, you know?
Dude, cams, there's, bruh.
Dude, how can you tell? I'm right next to it. That means I'm looking at it.
No, bro, if you're looking at it, we can see the red light. There is no red light blinking, so.
Wait, no, I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
Okay, now you are, yes. You just were.
Yeah. See, I was looking at cams. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to electrical. I just need to fix some wires. Oops. Oh, no.
No, Red, no!
Okay, that's just fake download.
Crap, watch Red blame me.
So basically what we're trying to show is that if you want to wait for your cooldown, but it's not looking sus, you can pretend to be looking at cams, but if someone comes close to cams, you should actually look at cams, because they can see the red light, and then they can tell that you aren't looking at cams. Another thing I was going to say,
Then they know you're probably being sus, or you either just vented out of the vent that is in security, or you are waiting for a kill cooldown, which looks sus, but, I mean, you can pretend to, like, but once they're, like, close to there and they can see the light, just get on, cams.
Or you could also fake download task, but that's only 8 seconds, so if you only have a little bit left, because if you're there for more than 10 seconds, that would be
faking download's a little bit better because it doesn't look as sus, and they can't. The first part of download doesn't actually show a taskbar update. Only the second part updates the taskbar.
Yeah,
and that's a pretty good amount of your kill cooldown. I mean, at least for 15 or 10-second cooldowns.
Alright, can you turn?
Alright, so what Christoph is doing is he's asking for the visual tasks to be off. And and also not just visual tasks, but also taskbar updates. It gives you a better chance to win because it doesn't look as sus. Like, you can never tell who's actually doing their task, and you can't actually tell who did a visual task. And those are usually the most common ways that the imposter gets ejected and or voted off. So yeah, if you want better chance and you have a gut feeling that you're going to be the imposter, you beforehand ask for taskbar updates. As you can see in the chat that he said that.
Yep, and he is reaching.
And see, even Red knows. He said that makes it easy for the imposter.
Yeah, and that's
true, but that's the point. If you think you're gonna get imposter.
Although it does also make it more fun in a way.
That's like a smart little hack, but it's not actually a hack. It's just helpful.
Oh god, the door's just locked. Okay,
so basically.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to do that first. So basically, guys, I'm gonna vent just because why not? He looks so sus. Okay, sorry. So basically, if somebody locks you, right, what I was saying is someone locks you in a room in Among Us, that either means they are the imposter and they're just trying to gain your trust, and this is only if they don't kill you. And well, the other thing they could be trying to do is they are actually not the imposter, the person in the room with you, but there's someone outside or close to that they're trying to frame you. Which is another smart tactic because it makes the person who's in the room with you also appear to be sus. Alright, so basically for this next one, if you're the imposter, what you're going to want to do is do the first part of your task so it doesn't look sus, but don't actually do the second part, and the reason why is because if people actually catch you faking that, it's clear that you're the imposter and you're faking tasks, you're not doing it, but you can fake the first part and it makes you look a little less sus.
Yeah, only fake the first part, because if you fake the second part, and the taskbar doesn't go up, people will be really sus.
It's not even the second part, sometimes it's just the last part. For example, we have storage tasks right over here, and that one actually has 4 little parts to it.
Yeah.
But technically, if you're playing Among Us, it just splits it in half.
You need to get as far away from the body as possible. Alright, so when you're imposter and you kill, make sure to get as far away from where you killed so you don't look sus, because if you're on the opposite side of the map, that will not look sus at all, because they think there's no way he could have killed. But also, they could always guess that you could have vented, but, you know, how would they know? Okay, I'll watch you do scan.
Yeah, and Red says so. So.
Yeah, I'll watch you scan. Let's just skip, guys, so we can scan. Watch. We will watch you scan. Okay, let's follow green. Watch him do scan. Alright, so a good task to do in front of a lot of people. Everyone is better, but like at least 2 other people there is to scan, because one, it proves their innocence. Also, if you scan with only one other person there, since it takes so long, they could easily kill you and then vent away. So make sure when you scan to go with at least 2 other people.
Right, because then they can just kill you while scanning. It's happened to me multiple times.
Yeah, so be careful when you scan.
Oh god. Alright, so basically, what I was saying is if you're a crewmate and you get done with your task, we're not, but like, this is theoretical. So you can check cams. All right, I'm not gonna check cams, but Doge will. You can check cams, and you can check for literal kills, which you might see someone kill on cams. They might vent, or just sus activity, meaning they're just kind of running around, not doing their tasks, or because they probably don't have any. And while you can't actually spy on people from admin, you can tell where people are and the number of players in a certain room. If there's 2 players in a room and one starts blinking, they died. This helps you know who was the imposter by going in that room and knowing where they are. So these are just if you want more of like the detective job. I mean, that's not actually a role, but they're thinking of adding it, I think, is what I've heard from rumors. But this is helpful, and I really like to spy on the imposter. I'm pretty good at catching imposters, because usually what I'll just do is if I see 2 people go in a room, I'll always go and check, and usually there's a dead body, which means someone killed. So it's really helpful. We're gonna kill blue, right?
Okay, so I just killed blue. So what we're going to do, so
this only works for like 10 or 15 second cooldowns, but it's a good idea. Well, he just
and
recorded,
it didn't work, as you can see.
Yeah, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, so clearly it didn't work, but if it's like 10 or so seconds. Exactly. Also, if you get really unlucky, even with 10 seconds, someone could walk in right after. So it's not the smartest thing, but you could guard the body.
It only works with like 10 or 15. Anything longer than a 15-second kill cooldown, bad idea, because you're gonna get caught. Like, you have to have a very low cooldown to be able to do this, but it's a very good tactic if you do have a low cooldown.
Yeah, so it can work, but like,
because then you don't see sus, nobody actually catches you venting.
Yeah, that's true, but like, if you get caught, you're so screwed. Like, there's barely anything you can even do.
Okay, so we're gonna take you on a little tour, I guess, of best places to kill. So we'll just show you. So we're gonna go to the first best place, electrical, just because there's no cameras, you know, nobody can see what you're up to, and there's like shadows and stuff. And the next best place is up here in security, and the reason why is because if the person on cams, you can actually kill them and then use the vent, and it's beneficial because you don't want to just be able to like have them catch you on camera. So good place. And then the last great place, and this one is a little more underrated, navigation. And the reason why is, even though there's a camera, it's underrated because not many people come over here unless they actually have a task. But the other areas, like, you might not have a task in, so like you wouldn't want to kill there.
Yeah, I could easily kill and then just vent away. I could vent to shield.
Right, and these places all have very good vent system, so
yeah, so you can just easily vent away. Okay, now we're going to show you the bad places to kill. Alright, so first of all, cafe. I mean, come on. Why would you kill here? It's a huge place. There's almost always someone in there, so it's so hard to kill there. And, okay, next place. Another bad place is storage, because it's wide open, and it's not a good idea. Someone could come from any room.
This way all the time, and they don't actually do tasks that much in here, but they come through here a lot to get, because it leads from, you know, this is the middle part of the map. It takes you from one end to the other.
Yeah, and then the last one, just try not to kill in hallways, because someone can easily walk up.
There's no vents.
People everywhere.
You're gonna have a hard time getting away, because you're gonna get caught running away from a body.
Yeah, those are the bad places to kill, so just keep that in mind.
Alright, so what we're demonstrating right here is visual tasks. This is a med-based scan, as you can tell where DJ Doge is standing. Basically, that's one that you definitely don't want to fake, because if you're not faking it, there'll be like a green little like scanner type thing that you can see, and that proves that you're a crewmate and you're not the imposter. But this looks sus, and some people do it as a joke, but I would recommend not doing it, because it will likely get you voted off just for trolling, or because they think you are actually the imposter.
Alright, so next thing, try your best not to let crewmates see where you go. Like, for instance, let's say I vent, and then
but let's say I don't see him vent and I'm down here because I just leave, and then he vents.
And then I vent, and then say I vent all the way to like navigation or something.
Right, and there's no way he can get from security to navigation in like a matter of quick seconds.
And like, for instance, if someone passed by and saw me, like, that'd be so sus, because how would I be here so quick? I had to have vented.
Right, so try not to vent like too far, because that also looks sus, but you definitely should vent because, well, I mean, that's the only way to actually get some good kills.
Yeah.
Because running around the map, not gonna do you any good, you're gonna get caught.
Alright, I'm just doing my task here. Alright, anyways, if you see someone faking this task right here, this task is actually like never used, okay?
This looks like it could be something called like accept diverted power, although this is never used. This is never ever going to be a task.
Yeah, so never fake this task, and if you see someone faking it, which is unlikely, but if you see someone faking it, they're probably the imposter.
Right, or like say I go up here to this little hand button, which is actually the thing that fixes reactor. That's not a task, that just helps fix reactor when it goes down. And
yeah, same thing with the keypads in O2 and other places that fix sabotages. It's stupid to fake those. Like, that's only for sabotage. There's no point in faking that. Okay, basically, if you're an imposter, just don't kill in front of everyone. Even if you blame, like, the person who reported, like, you'll probably get voted out.
Right, like
I could say it was.
I know we just did it at the end of the round, so it doesn't matter all that much. But I'm saying, like, don't ever like kill in like front of like 3 people, because if you're gonna kill one, that leaves with 2, and even if they vote that person, right, it's a win.
Yeah, exactly. And if there are like more people left, and then if they eject that person, if they see they're not the imposter, they'll vote you next for lying.
Right, vote you next anyway for lying. And yeah, lying is a key thing to figure out the imposter. So. Bro, lying literally just vented. Bro, it's slime.
Alright, so, anyways, if you accuse someone, your crewmate, like he is, and if it's not them, just say you have whatever, a visual task, and it has to be a visual task, because then they know that they're not the imposter. He said he's imposter. Because otherwise, if you don't do that,
vote you off because they think you lied. If you say they vented or you say they killed, but that clearly wasn't true because the message at the end screen says they're not imposter, then what you should do is say, wait, I have medbay scan, for example, and then they'll believe you. But make sure to tell them to skip and watch me do, and you can vote me next time if I don't do the task.
Yeah.
Also, people can see things that doesn't make you the imposter if you blamed an innocent person.
So basically, if you're a noob at the game and you just don't know where to go, you can use a map right here to see where you want to go.
There's a little yellow icon thing with an exclamation symbol, and it shows you where your tasks are.
Yeah, and also you can use that to find the most efficient way to get your tasks done as quickly as possible.
Right, the fastest way without getting killed, because if you're slow at tasks, more likely chance of getting killed by the imposter.
And by the way, if you're on a computer, you can just press tab to open up the map quickly. That's a smart way to do tasks more efficiently.
Alright, so if you're the imposter, right, so like I'm the imposter right now, always sabotage something, preferably O2 at the end is the best sabotage, at least at the end, or lights, that's a good one too. And the reason why you want to do this is because even if you were not sus or suspicious last round, they will vote you out, like if they ever, whether they even talk for whatever reason. Sabotage allows them to not call meetings, and it just allows them to, I mean, it still allows them to report dead bodies, which also sucks, but I mean, it's helpful to do that.
And you can also win by doing that if it doesn't get fixed.
And sometimes sabotage just runs out like it did there, which is also good. Don't fix it, don't just stand near it. Alright, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to fix lights, hoping that we're not gonna actually fix it. And what we're hoping is that we can get a good stat kill. And don't stat kill yet. Like, be smart about stat kills. Like, make sure there's a good amount of people, like enough, and make sure you're all really tight together in the game so you don't know at all who did a stat kill.
And then,
right,
so be smart about it.
And I don't think they're gonna know it's Lime, although they could.
Yeah, they could.
So guys, if you're a crewmate, use an alibi. So my alibi, right, is Lime, DJ Doge. And if you know they're safe, whether it's by a taskbar update and a body reporter, it's a less likely chance of a kill, like getting killed by the imposter, because if you're with someone, it's good.
So I'm saying, with green, and then it's safer because they know they were together. Okay, so make sure to have a safe alibi.
Alright, so while we're waiting to see who is the imposter, make sure that if you play Among Us either over Discord call or a Zoom call, your acting and lying skills on fire, because it's easier to tell with imposters just due to being a bad liar. Like, you need some experience, and if you don't have any, that's not very good when you get imposter. Because for some people, it's easier to tell who imposter is.
Also, if you have your camera on, you can tell maybe by the facial expressions. And
Right,
it's
so like if you have to play over Zoom, just try to make your voice not sound different at all, and try to turn your camera off, because if you kill, you might smile or laugh, or I don't know what you would do, but like it would probably be different.
Alright, so now we're going to show you places that never go in these places alone. So first of all, electrical. I mean, obviously, there's no cameras anywhere nearby. They can easily kill and vent, and then they'll never know. So just don't go in electrical alone. Alright, next place, as we go up here, is security. Someone electrical. They could kill you and vent.
You won't be able to actually see if they vent, because if you're actually truly looking at cams, you can't see anything in actual cams.
Exactly, so they could easily just kill you and then vent. So make sure to go there with multiple people. And then last one is medbay, which is also similar. There's no cameras, and they
right. Also, if you're scanning, the cast takes a little longer. So if you're scanning right here, and then they can just go vent.
Yeah, they can just kill you and vent. So just these three rooms.
All of these rooms are dumb, like to go into alone. The reason why is they all have like tasks that can take a while, like downloads and medbay, and then you can't see anything on cams. And all of these are in the same exact vent system. And it's so bad because imposters can just use all of those rooms to vent and kill.
Yeah, make sure to always take someone with you.
So as a crewmate, you can like spy on other rooms. You can't exactly see what happens in them. But if the imposter, I mean, you're not going to know imposters, obviously. But if they're in that room and you think the vent open, like what you can sometimes do is you can stand over here close to medbay in this little notch, and you can actually see if the vent flaps up and down. And just because if you're the imposter, just because you're in the other room, that doesn't mean people that aren't in the room can not see. Like, you can still see them, you know? So, as like, that's a good tip as a crewmate. Like, just spy on other rooms and like act like you're gonna go away, and then go back and see if there's a dead body, and then you can obviously report that, and then catch the imposter.
Yeah, and if you're in medbay, you can also see the vents in electrical and security. So if you see someone run out of there and the body right after them, they probably are an imposter.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna blame him randomly. See, I saw. No, I'm just gonna say vote white. Even though I have no reason, I'm not giving any reason. So just don't eject random people for no reason. It's stupid. Like I'm saying.
Don't just like I'm dead, but don't just call someone sus with no proof. Like if you have evidence, fine, eject them. And if they're not imposter, well, rip. But don't ever eject the player with no proof, because it's actually better to just skip rather than just play guess who the imposter is and, you know, just guess random people.
And it'll make you look stupid, and also they could possibly just vote you off because they think you're an imposter.
Evidence, so.
And like, I wouldn't be surprised if they vote me off. See, I told you, and they voted me off.
Right. See, if you do that, what like White, for example, literally just called Lime for lying, and he's not even the imposter. So if you do that, it also could get you thrown off. So.
Yeah, just don't do that. Okay, so basically, if you die and you're a ghost, just don't quit the game, but just keep doing your tasks. Because the only way imposters can win by tasks is if everyone finishes them.
Right, and usually if you're a ghost, you leave. Like, don't do that.
You just don't leave. Like, you can go around, finish your tasks, and it's much easier to go everywhere since you can fly through everything. So, like, go look at your map and go finish all your tasks and help everyone else win. And just don't quit the game. Like, it's so fun being a ghost, you know? Do you want to say imposter? Alright, so if you have multiple devices that you can play Among Us on, just don't join the same game on multiple devices. That's just honestly sad, just because you want to be imposter that bad.
A good, an actually good player, either as crewmate or imposter, is good enough to actually win the game by on one device, and they don't need multiple to play the game well.
Yeah, also that's just sad, for instance, if you use...
Right, like, and also people do this is like they really are desperate for getting the imposter, so they think, hey, what if I join a game with 5 devices?
Yeah, or like if you join with a different device, and if you use them as bait, and they say, oh, they killed my bait.
Probably in the end that nothing will happen except people will get annoyed because you're AFK the entire time not talking. So.
Yeah, and they'll probably just kick you. Just don't do that.
Right.
Alright.
Join on multiple devices. One is good enough. You know, you don't need to be the imposter. I know it's fun and all, but you don't need to be. Alright, while we're waiting to see who gets voted off, don't leave the game if you're a crewmate. This is only applies for crewmates, but if you're not the imposter, don't leave the game because that just makes you look like a bad sport. And crewmate can be actually more fun if you're the member that catches the imposter red-handed. You might not even want to do your task. That's fine. Don't do your task, but try to catch the imposter at the very least.
Yeah, and if you leave multiple times, you'll probably not be able to join anything for 5 minutes. So just don't do that.
So let's just say we call emergency meeting. It's actually better to skip vote if you have no idea whatsoever. It's actually worse to vote someone off, right? Just because you think they did something. For example, if you're Green, for example, aka me, was following me, that doesn't make them sus. They could have had a task. Wait to see if they have a task and then call meeting.
Yeah, so
just don't purposely call meetings.
Yeah, so it's better to skip vote if you have no idea.
Better to skip vote if you have no idea. Although don't skip vote if half the people are gone, because that's too risky.
Yeah, or if there's 3 people and someone says skip, they might be the imposter because they're trying to sabotage and win. So never skip at 3 people. Horrible idea. Alright, so here's a tip. You can hide in the upper portion here in the electrical from the imposter.
Right.
See, if someone is there, so he's there. If I go up here, I can't see him, and he can't see me.
Right, and let's say I kill the bottom portion, and then I just go to the upper portion, then he clearly knows it's me. You can catch the imposter by hiding in either portion of electrical, because there's this shadow thing, as you can clearly tell.
Yeah, I literally, I can't see him. But then if he goes up here, and then I go over here and see a dead body, I'm oh, it's definitely gotta be him.
Right, and it's guaranteed it's them. So I'm obviously dead because Black, well, they just did a kill in front of everybody. Another good reason to sabotage that I love to do is, if I kill, you sabotage to make sure they don't find the body. For example, if I kill somebody in navigation, sabotage reactor, which is, the farthest way possible sabotage, because you don't want them to find the body. And then you can kill them because your cooldown will likely be over by then, or close to that.
So here's another one. It's always do the sabotage. You're gonna look so sus if you're going the opposite direction, or if you're not doing the sabotage.
Right, if you're not doing sabotage, that looks mega sus. That's clearly that's 101, something you don't do in Among Us. That's just
And even if you are an imposter, if you're close by, just fix the sabotage, because you'll look so sus.
And you can lose sabotage, what just happened.
So just fix the sabotage. If it's something that can end the game, fix it. If it's something that is comms, then fine, you can finish the task.
If it's comms or electrical sabotage, it doesn't matter as much, but still try and fix it.
But if it's O2, just go.
Right, if someone thinks you're sus or the imposter, they sus you, always kill them so they can't talk about why it's you or any of that, and kill AFK because well, they're AFK, and that's a free kill, basically.
Yeah, but also even then, to make sure there's no one around, if they're AFK in cafeteria, it's just dumb. Don't kill them, that'd be stupid.
Also kill players that do visual tasks as well, because that's also helpful, because then it leaves, at the end it'll leave players that didn't do visual, so then it's more of a mystery of who is the imposter. My visual tasks are garbage, which is over here in storage, and save that for the end, so if people think it's you, you can always, not the very end, but closer to the end. Don't do it at the start when nobody's gonna see you do trash.
Alright, so if you're a crewmate, always ask for proof. If someone says, oh, someone's sus, ask for proof.
Don't just go along with it, because that's not actual factual proof, and you actually need proof, because it's probably not likely to be them if you just say, oh, it's pink.
Also, that's sus, because a lot of time imposter will be, they'll agree.
We'll just blame someone random. We're gonna actually have a very good reason for that.
Yeah, so always ask for proof and make sure it's good proof.
And never go along with them unless they give proof. Okay, so here's a good example though. I said why yellow, because they just said bye yellow. Usually means they're gonna, eject you from the ship. But yellow didn't do anything besides being annoying. Oh, man, they left. Right, so I see lime green trailing me, and he's been following me for a while, right? So I'm not just gonna freak out and panic and call emergency and be oh my god, it's lime. What if he has a task, say he had storage right here, or garbage right here. He's probably not actually chasing you, and if they are, that just makes you look sus, which means why would you chase someone? Do you the goal is not to look sus as imposter. So
also, it's possible if someone's chasing you, maybe they're just trolling you.
Also, but even true, but even if they're chasing you, they might just know that you're safe and want a buddy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They might just want to stick along with someone they know
And they don't
safe.
So just because someone chases you does not make them sus. It doesn't make them the imposter. It's a normal thing that happens in Among Us, which you'll learn if you've played. It's like we're not actually gonna do tasks here. I did them, but you can actually do shields from here.
Yeah, and it's way safer.
You can vent from this vent right here.
Yeah, I don't have prime shields, but you can do it from right here.
So it's a better option to stay right here. Also, you're in the hallway, so people can see when you get killed. You know, like people can't see when you get killed right here, so it's a very easy kill. And then there's
also
actually
another place. Also, like you can like do the task from like here without going all the way into comms.
From here, and then there's other ones like come here. So
yeah,
you
can go up here. You can do wire task from here, which I don't know if it's that useful, but it's
not because storage is kind of a dumb place to kill in the first place.
Yeah, but I mean it's still interesting to know.
Okay, so what we're doing for this one, so if we go on cams, right, we see here. So we just saw white go into admin, and blue, and black, and pink, lots of people. Okay, so we're gonna go over to admin. And this is just theoretical, because obviously nobody's stupid enough to kill around other people, but see, if you go over to admin, this is like, usually do this only works for like 2 people. So right, if 2 people enter the same room, let's say they enter admin, both of them, and only one person comes out, and you see that on cams, or neither of them come out after a while, that either means whoever, like if black and blue are in a room and only black comes out, then they kill blue. If both of them don't come out, that means one of them is dead. You have to go look at the room, and the other person vented. So, like, if you're just trying to like do detective work and figure out who the imposter is, that's good to do it. And usually that actually works for me, so I would do that too.
So for some reason on this part, like my voice did not record at all, so sorry for that.
So right, if you're the imposter and you're in a random lobby and no one knows if you're a noob or not, just act like a noob and be like, I don't even know how to play imposter well. So if there's like, what you do is you're not a noob and you're really good, but you have to make sure to kill lots of people and be like, dude, if I was imposter, I wouldn't be able to kill. Like, I'm a noob at killing everyone. Okay, so basically, like, don't always guard bodies, because this only applies if you have a long second kill cooldown, and it only works with, like 5 to 6. 6.
Just stop it.
Yeah, and